guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Janice and I have a video I'm really excited to tell you about today. So basically what I'm going to be talking about is how I cured my eczema. You can probably see from the thumbnail I had it really bad around my eyes. So just to give you a backstory, I'll try to not make this too long. Probably ever since about age 12 or 7th grade, I started getting really bad eczema all over my eyelids and all down here. It was kind of around the same time that I started wearing makeup. So I remember my mom took me to the doctor and he was certain it was probably something in the makeup I had started using. So he suggested to quit. I did, that didn't help. So he prescribed me, I remember when I was 12, the Protopic, which they usually give to people with eczema. It's basically like a steroid cream to help with inflammation. It's been proven it's not safe to use. I think it's been linked to cancer. It's also very expensive. It's about $100 for this little tube. And it would work maybe for a couple days, but then it would always come back. And I'm gonna insert some pictures of how bad it got. I'll put those in right now. So probably I've battled this for, let's say, almost 20 years. Growing up, I would always wear a lot of eye makeup and people always teased me that I would wear too much makeup, but little did they know I was just trying to hide the eczema. It was so red, dry, irritated. You just felt like scratching your eyes all day long. I was really embarrassed to let anyone see me without makeup on because it almost looked like my skin was swollen, that I'd been stung by a bee. Skin would be flaking off. It was just so itchy. It was really bad. And probably in almost 20 years, the most it would ever go away for was about 2 weeks at a time. So come to about 2015, that's when it started getting super bad. Those are when most of those pictures are from that I'm putting in the video. So I went to my doctor who sent me to an allergist. So I went and had to have that allergy testing just done on my forearm. The only thing that came back was that I was allergic to, I think, ragweed and a little bit sensitive to peanuts. Since then, though, I have found out I am allergic to peanuts as well. So I cut that out of my diet. Again, though, didn't really help. So they agreed to send me to, and might I add, I live in Toronto, so I have access, I would think, to really good healthcare. So the doctor wanted me to see this, basically he's like the best specialist in allergies relating to eczema. So I had to wait a whole year to get in to see this guy. And then what you do, you go for allergy testing Monday, Wednesday, Friday of the same week. The first day you go, they do a patch test of about 80 different products or ingredients on your back. And then for the whole week, you can't really shower, you can't get that wet, and they're gonna see what you react to. So that's basically the best form of allergy testing that you can do. So I did all that. Again, nothing really substantial came back. Probably it was about, I think you had to wait maybe 3 weeks to get your results. So when I did get the results, it came back I'm allergic to nickel, and there was one ingredient that is in the odd beauty product, but I looked on all my stuff. I didn't really have anything that had that in it. It's like a preservative for some beauty products. So this 3-week window, while I was waiting to find out the results, that's when the eczema, it was at its peak, like the worst. And I got thinking, I've tried cutting a lot of other stuff out of my diet, but I've never been able to cut out eggs and dairy completely. I used to eat egg whites, all the time. Like every day, I would have them with salsa in the morning, and I was never a huge fan of cheese or anything, but yogurt I would eat almost every day. Protein powders I'd eat tons of. I'd mix it in with oatmeal in the morning. I'd have like 1 or 2 protein shakes during the day, and tons of egg whites. And I did this for years and years, thinking that that is healthy for you and that I need lots of protein in my diet. And also too, if I went to go get like a coffee at Starbucks, I would put cream or they would make it with milk. And anyway, so when I finally decided, I'm like, you know what, for 1 month, I'm just gonna try a vegan diet. 1 month, 30 days, like that's easy. After 4 days, I woke up, I looked in the mirror. So every morning I braced myself to just, I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror in the morning. My skin would be so red and irritated and sore. I woke up on the 4th day, my skin was perfect. I'm like, whoa, like, is this just a coincidence? So I kept eating like that. It has never come back. That was about a year and a half ago. So I told myself, after 1 month, I felt so good. My eczema hadn't flared up. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was ecstatic. So I said, well, that was really super easy to eat like that. I never really ate much meat. It was mainly just the dairy and eggs that I needed to cut out. So yeah, fast forward, my goal was to do it for a year. I did that. Now it's about a year and a half. I've ate a vegan or plant-based diet, and I love it. I would just urge people, if you have problems with eczema and your doctor's not listening, go see a naturopath, because when I was waiting for the results, so that 3-week period when I was getting the testing done on my back, that was when I tried to go vegan. So when I went back to this specialist, I was so excited to tell him, I think I finally figured it out, what was wrong. And it was like there was a ghost in the room. He did not want to even entertain the thought that eczema could somehow be, linked to your diet, which is insane. Because if you read any natural medicine book, they usually tell you to cut out dairy and eggs. That's the first thing. Or if you go on a naturopath's website, that if they're a specialist in eczema, again, they will say the same thing. So it's basically inflammation in your diet. I would also, if you guys are interested, I would highly recommend Lyn-Genet's book, The Plan, because she has done years of work in basically creating a meal plan that creates the least amount of inflammation for the most amount of people. And you will be shocked that there are some very healthy foods that cause inflammation. So things like oatmeal, tomatoes, broccoli, asparagus, you think you're being healthy by eating this, it could be the worst thing for your body. Everybody's a little bit different, but she has a method how you go about, kind of weeding these things out of your diet to figure out what is the best. But I think we kind of live in a time where you know your body best. If you're not getting the results by your doctor, I think you have to take matters into your own hands. And now there's so many good resources and books out there and YouTube or by people sharing their experiences. But I would highly, highly recommend changing your diet if you suffer from eczema. I'm not saying that that's going to work for everybody, because there are some people that are probably allergic to maybe laundry detergents, their soap, their shampoo that they're using. I mean, your skin is your biggest organ. Anything you're coming into contact with, that can affect your skin for sure. So I wouldn't necessarily rule products out, but I think for most people it's probably their diet. But anyway, I just wanted to make this quick video. I hope that this maybe even helps one person. And until next time, Oh, actually, I have one other thing that I did. I will make a video probably in the next month about it, is which I've been doing again for the last year and a half, are liver cleanses. So stay tuned. It's kind of like a gross video, but it's really, really cool. And that will definitely help with any ailment in your body, not just eczema. But yeah, subscribe if you want to see that video. Probably, like I said, it should be up in the next month. It just takes a little bit of prep work.